But later on the show, guess what? I'll get them to tell me about the worst second-hand deal experiences. Because everyone has that. It just sounds so good when you see it on the internet. It sounds so good when you see it on a text or on WhatsApp or something. And then when you get to see what you're about to buy, like, okay, this is not what I bargained for. You know, and some people already get you to agree that you can't return it.
One of those you have to
Yes.
Lifespan of what you're buying. First, what are you? Not every item.
One of those things at the top of your head that you say shouldn't be bought as a second hand.
Electronic or electronic lifespan. Where if it gets to a point where it doesn't get punched, then you have a second-hand user. Not all forms of wares. Wares most have expiry.
Yes, and it depends on the designer, the producer, depends on where it was made. Some of them already they have 6 months lifespan.
Consumables should not go second-hand.
Oh, come on. Who would do that?
People do that.
Are you serious?
Of course, consumables should not go.
Because, half of your used tin tomatoes.
Yes. They're not used to
like what else? Half cornflakes?
Half not you're referring to
half used
cream like that. Half
you see, you can't even say it with a straight face because it doesn't even. Come on, how's that possible? Yes, come on.
Yeah, people. Yes,
use consumables.
Out of it.
Like that is what I can't just.
It happens. It happens here in Nigeria because a lot of people are just waiting. Who has tried it before?
So like I eat half of my pizza and I call like who wants to buy half of my. Give me an example.
Packaged consumable.
Consumable being the operative word.
Yes. Let's say.
On.
Advertise to sell.
Oh my god.
So, those are not right things for people to buy.
Adana, I can't believe. I don't believe Adana.
Even hair.
I don't. But hair, yes. And sometimes they used to have people that steal their hair too.
Exactly.
So, but that's where that stolen hair. That's where that stolen hair started. When they started kidnapping girls with Brazilian hair and losing their hair.
Losing their hair to sell.
Yes. But hair, I understand. But when you say balls,
like, I mean,
I'm thinking.
Just the food
like
in the mouth.
When you say the word consumer, so it has more. I just think of perishable goods. My lunch and then my half.
But then what people advertise? What people advertise are like makeups.
Okay, makeup
already used. They're perish.
No, but I know. But I'm saying sell used. Yes.
So you have to look out for what products, then how the lifespan. Right.
All right. Come back after this. All right. After this musical break, all right, we'll come back and talk about consider while buying. Pick up that nice talking. I want to powder. It's like you using my oily face powder. That will be a problem for you. But all the same, we'll be right back. This is Prosumer Forum on the radio, and this is Alpha with Barrister Adana in the studio, and we're talking about item. Right? You think about your item story, right? The worst thing you got as a hand-me-down to Kumbo. I have one about a car I bought. Get to my house. But we'll talk about that when we come back. All right. Style, and this is from the time is 3 p.m. and we have Adana as elect barista. Hey, I'm sure that
my boss lady Sophie.
Before I go back to this program, there's something I have to say. The way you just package yourself. Have you ever had where Madame meets you as the barista to Oga and is not saying, excuse us, please. You know what I mean when they say excuse us, please, when they're trying to fire you because you're looking too hot for that job.
Oh, thanks.
So there's that thing. I'm like, I should be my husband's lawyer. So you're just too hot. I would say I object. All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We're still talking about secondhand goods. All right. There, I told you that we're gonna come back and talk about things that you should actually watch out for, things that you consider before buying secondhand product in general. One of the first things is it genuine? All right. It talks about like back to what you already on the show. Sometimes you check the quality of the thing you bought. Originally, what was that? Was it something that was made in low grade Korea, low grade China, or
expected to last for a period of just 1 year?
Or is it something that was authentic and was used for like 3 months or 6 months? You have to check if that product itself was genuine in the first place. Because if you're buying fake, what is that? What would you call it? After fake has your hand as a second hand user of fake. It is faker. It has become faker. So
that's true.
You understand? So you have to ask yourself if that product is worth it, all right, before you buy it. Second thing that one needs to know that when you're buying second-hand goods is, was that a story? Let me tell you this about second-hand goods. Real life story, right? No dramas. Is this salon that and I hadn't seen the salon her, and I was like, when I saw her again, what happened? I was paid. What did you do? Pull the hair too tight? What kind of hairdresser do that will get her detained for 6 months? And she said she actually bought a phone. And the phone, guess this is the story that people go. Bought this phone, supposed to be London U on it. Bought it in Lagos. Came back to Abuja with it. She was in her shop. SS officer came and was training her, but came as a fine girl trying to make hair. And said, are you so and so and so? She sent her a WhatsApp message. Said yes. She said, are you in the shop? I want to come and make my hair. The person comes around to the store and sees her. Then she noticed that the woman was scrolling on a phone of her. Like, I'm scrolling. You've never seen me before. I'm scrolling phone with your pictures, all your pictures. Wow. You're like, okay, what is this? You want to make your hair? I said, no, are you this? Our shop was surrounded. And they arrested her. Thought she was in a movie. They didn't even allow her to call her husband or family. Went directly to sent her to Lagos. Was really wondering what happened. They didn't tell her anything. Went to Lagos, and that phone happened.
Oh,
the phone she was using was a phone happened using, and they sold to that person in the market. And this is listen to me, Nigerian world. This can happen to you. This lady said she would have died if what happened. She was able to fill back the shop. That she meant bought it in traffic. You know how you buy phones in traffic or whatnot.
I've seen them in Abuja here, hawk phones in traffic.
And who the person you bought it from. She was lucky that she was able to fill back the shop in Lagos. And the person in the shop phoned up and said, yes, I sold it to her. It's London used. For him to also get into the drama. But when it was cleared, was set free. So I'm telling you this story because of this kind of situation. People get in trouble, especially with phone, all these expensive phones.
That's true.
Do not buy it.
And
if you
electronics
don't know no, why I'm saying they have trackers. TVs and whatnot you might not track. You understand? If someone doesn't come to my panel and say this looks like one of my former TV that was stolen, you understand? Yeah. But when it comes to phones, they can track you. You put her SIM card for they started tracing her from Lagos. They came from Lagos and caught her here. This could happen to you. So number 2, I beg, hold your ear wet.
I like big.
Ask her if you cannot buy iPhone, write I or your Nokia and write phone. Leave it like that.
New iPhone, just forget it. But Sophie said, write I on your phone.
So it's iPhone. I beg, go. Nobody might want to come and visit prison before they lock them up too. So you have to be careful.
That's true.
Christmas is around the corner. This is when it gets worse. People keep on buying things because you want to show your cousins in the village that you have allied. You have allied. Abuja has happened.
I beg big girl.
Big girl in prison is not funny. Ask Bobrisky. Moving on. All right. Still on the matter about one of those things that you should look out for. Remember again, I cannot reiterate on that fact enough. Please check if that phone is stolen. If the person said they know the owner, maybe call the owner and confirm. Please.
If possible, you can ask for receipt.
That's it. Put the receipt right there, and the person moves away from there. What would you tell police when they bring an empty? There are many things that happen every day. Just be careful. Third thing is, does that phone have a warranty? Even if it's a car, it have a warranty. About the car issue. I bought a car. That was bought a car. I was from went to Kaduna. We heard that get good cars and everything. Went to buy a fairly used car. My girlfriend was like, yeah, all right, let's go drive the car to Abuja. Then we start coming back from Kaduna. Yet I did not even have come close to Abuja. The car refused, if I can put it that way. So we're lost in the middle of nowhere. 3 clueless girls. Just pray that we wouldn't get robbed or killed on the road because there were no cars. It was in the forest in the middle of nowhere. We're just lucky because they saw 5 girls and people stopped and helped us. That's how we're able to call, the car dealer because we had the details and return back the car. You understand? Some other people might not have, because maybe because we're girls, we didn't check the car well or whatnot. But crazy thing when it comes to my dear, thank God I didn't want it to stay overnight because that kind of deal doesn't have warranty. So you have to return it so he remembers your face. Before he says he doesn't know who you are. Yes. So please remember to ask if it has warranty. It has warranty. Company. That store, some stores do that. Really use it. Now you feel back in the next.
But this is not applicable to wears.
You go and wear my clothes to party and come back and tell me that you want warranty. How now? Nigerians are funny. Girls will be using that warranty and they will them at the club with your clothes and they say the clothes was getting too tight after the party.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear. When it comes to clothes, there's a certain thing that you can't work. Because think about
clothes, the warranty won't work for.
See yourself as a dealer, a person who's selling second-hand clothes, and somebody buys and she goes away for 2. And the next tight for me. Sister, it cannot work.
For his second-hand clothes.
It cannot work.
Oh, God.
That's one thing with clothes, but things like maybe cars, electronics, mobile phones, gadgets, those are things that you could actually ask for.
The
they could give you 4 months. But you have started using the thing before it had problems. There's some. So still talking about that. Number 4 is going back to what I make sure that phone, that item you bought or you're about to buy online or offline or robbery. With this kidnapping, robberies around Nigeria or around the world, people could use that. Give you deals that are just unbelievable. People will tell you, come and buy furniture that is worth 500,000 for 1,000. Like, wow, I'm the luckiest person. Yeah, you'll be lucky. Some people come and pay for your ransom.
When you have to buy, stuff like I make ask them the original owner of the property, how long have you asked for payments?
But we will save you that kind of problem. No problem. Junction. What I just think that for that kind of deal is like what all those online what's it called, marketing platforms, always public place where there are other witnesses. You understand? So it gives better chances. Whatever it is, public place. Go to a place where they always say, all those ads they have online always saying go to a public place. That person in the public place. Don't agree to go and meet someone in their house. Don't say because like you're a guy man. Guy man,
whether you're a seller or a buyer, you just have to be very,
you
very
that
careful.
some people are like, how? Do you know? You will know who you are when they. So please, careful, because especially with the festivity, that's why we're talking about kind of topics, so that it
Yeah.
just reminds you of the realities of how this world has become a real.
Especially
Uh-huh.
at this point. Very important.
Another point. That's very
It's
true.
Christmas.
Ah, my dear, they will use you at Christmas if you're not careful. Just shine your eye. All right. So number five is not make sure that is IT threats. That's for computers or for phones and whatnot. Sometimes some never know what the last order. Gotta
That's
be
true.
careful. Person might fraud or something online with that phone, and they've traced the IP address or something of the
Exactly.
laptop or of the phone, and he just wants to get rid of it. And you think that you got for 5K, 10K, and you think God, and you can't testify in church camera phone, so she can come and testify about her iPhone. You know, but I'm just saying, just before you testify, bros, check them well. You understand? If the deal is
Yeah.
too probably good to be true, so check yourself before you check yourself. That's it.
You.
All right. Number six on this one. They have a contract. I'm coming to buy bed down dress. Hey, madam, I want to buy this top and
No,
basket.
it's not
Sign
applicable to
contract.
those kind of items. They are quite little items. Houses, cars, like bigger items, yeah? Cameras,
Yeah.
chairs, like
Ah.
the one you wanted to buy,
My dear, now you
TV.
reminded me of that chair. They just
If
turned me
possible,
into a chair.
the person should get a police report.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
that's this. I've seen them do police cars. Go and sell, go and affidavit the transfer to the second
Yeah, so
person
that
and all
transfer of
that.
property documentation.
Yes, and
Okay.
then before they even have the proper contract. So
Okay.
that is all to protect the second
That's
using
good.
the property. Very good to do.
Right. So our barrister here has also the legal angle of it all. Remember, my own need so even if it's on tissue, right contract you, but if you need contract all the way and make it all legal, you can get a lawyer friend, a lawyer, your official lawyer or something, draft something that you don't get in trouble, and then the person may probably
Possible,
property.
yeah. So an
Because some
affidavit to
people
get a
will fix
police,
the car
yeah,
for
report.
2 days, for it to last just 2 days, so that you can drive it out of the house, your house, and
And
when
then
it
they
gets
drop it
there,
for you.
they never will
Yeah.
never collect it again. They will like not the same person that was smiling when you tried to buy that property. So you have to be very careful with the person you're not the person.
Even if you're buying that car from a car dealer, please just tell them you want all of this document. You want it to be down to drawing of affidavits and police reports is very important. Because sometimes the people who sell these cars to the car dealers, the cars.
So we'll be right back after this call prayer. So don't go anywhere. We're talking about second-hand deal forum. It's Arfa and Anna in the show. Right back.
Human Rights Radio.
bringing together Nigeria's producers, consumers, and the regulatory bodies, discussing their challenges and common goals. The question of who gets value from the service provider to the final consumer remains unanswered. But we've got the answer. What are the rights and limitations of you, the consumer? What are the rights and limitations of you, the consumer, the producer, and even the regulator in today's Nigeria? Don't miss Prosumer Forum on Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM.
Right, welcome back to Human Rights Radio 101.1. This is Alpha on Forum. Time is 1 p.m. and we have Barrister Anna. Yo, looking gorgeous. Can I ask you something?
Please go ahead.
Offended. Hey, from the company direct.
From the shop.
Are you sure? Second hand too. Enter the shop from the
first
company.
hand.
Second hand. Right. I have a tagging machine at home. I bought that in Essex. I have a tagging machine. I'm a hustler, man. I have my own tagging machine. I'll help you tag it. I'll tag it. No wahala. All right, guys. Welcome back to the program. The numbers to call are 081 8999 Tell me about your worst second-hand, hand-me-down, second-hand deal experience ever. All right, call it Ben. Let it be Ben Down Select. Maybe that dress you bought and then you found out the back was
Dress and
open
shoes.
on your way. Maybe that shoe you bought, you didn't know that the heel wasn't good until you got to the event and came back with 1.5 leg,
And you
limping. All right, maybe it was that car that never got to its destination, like my story. Whatever your story is about that second-hand deal or that house where person told you online that the house they only use 6 months in rent and you still have 6 months that you paid for. A landlord comes after 1 month when the person has moved abroad, collects year's rent. Whatever hand me down gave you the worst experience ever. Call me the radio 081 8999 1011. Adana, do you have one of those while callers get through? Tell me. Now,
So it was within the hostel. I had the show I got, and I was a student. Suddenly, this broke into.
are you serious?
It just practically broke into two. But I had to benefit. I didn't want to into my life.
Wow. Wow.
And then I told myself that my shoes never be second.
I think I had a second
I
hand.
had to even call someone from.
Are you
second.
serious?
It
That
was
must
that
have been
bad.
really.
And there's nothing you.
Would have been worse if you. I would have been.
Thank
traumatized.
God for that.
All right, then we have a caller on the line. Hello. Yeah, hello.
No,
Hello, hi. What's your name and where are you calling from?
my
All right, so tell me about your worst second-hand deal experience. Sir, you have a second-hand understanding of what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about, sir, basically is tell me your worst, if you've ever bought anything clearly you that wasn't good, and the person maybe lied to you about some things that product. Tell me your own story.
okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe from there you get more experience.
No, sir. You're not understanding her. What she's trying to say. Can you hear me?
Bros,
Can you hear me?
Bros.
Bros, can you hear me?
What I'm saying, my brother, is
Somebody has used something
if you
before.
have if someone used something before and you went to buy it and maybe the experience turned out to be really bad, maybe you bought a car that they said was good and then you started driving and the car was acting up, maybe you bought somebody's trouser and the trouser tore on your way to that meeting. Whatever it is, tell me that story, your worst second-hand deal story. Let me allow you to see the first-hand story and call me back, okay? Number is 081 89991011. That's 081 89991011. He must have gotten the second-hand deal of this show. But all the same, call me and tell me about your worst second-hand deal experience ever. Be it clothes, houses, Nigeria, anything happen. I just learned from my dad now. Even food, they have second-hand. When you're broke and your Indomie carton is halfway, start selling online. Anything can happen. Let's see. I have a caller on the line. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Okay, Abdul, can you tell us about your worst second-hand deal experience?
In fact, experiences.
So tell me the worst.
Recently, just yesterday, market.
Yes.
In fact, when I get home, the thing was really bad.
The phone didn't allow you to land home. Oh my God, that's
So have
sad.
you returned it?
Have you returned the phone? Okay, I think I lost him. Oh wow, that's sad. But that talking about phones, we didn't even talk about Lagos phones where they put EBA in your phone. When you buy iPad and then when you go and try to press after they show you the market, go back home, you press it, then you see nothing coming, and then you take it to technician to fix it, and they open and see Akmu or EBA site. My sister. That's not.
That's very spiritual.
Please don't kill me. I have another caller on the line. That's not natural. Hello. 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 All right, it is your right to get, the right kind of good for the right kind of service. If you actually ask for something that's supposed to be a certain standard, even if it's barely used, I think you have a right to get what it says in the whole advert. If it has a problem, that's why I respect ads in some on some sites where they say it is fairly used and it's cracked, the screen is cracked. Some put they're honest. You understand? They tell you this is what it is. But there are some that tell you something else and then you see something else completely. I have a caller on the line. Hello. Good afternoon. Okay, Abdurrahman. So what happened with you on the phone? The phone. So were you able to fix it or return it back?
No.
So you didn't get it from the show?
Okay.
Perhaps you didn't get it from the show.
Right there, thank you. All right, talking about second-hand deals, worst experiences ever. Call me on 081 89991011. Those are the numbers on Rights Radio. Call in. Tell me your worst experiences ever. Hello. Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from? So, Mohammed, what's your worst second-hand deal experience? So the phone is allergic to batteries.
Data.
To data. Your phone was allergic to data. Your phone was allergic to the data. Yes. Okay. It was allergic to it. It's not his.
On the phone, the guy was like,
After 24 hours, that's unfair. That's not fair. That's not fair.
I didn't know what to do because they say, you don't already buy the so why I don't go. You just give it to
Lose completely. Wow. Oh, oh, sorry about what you went through, but sometimes we learn from experience. Sometimes we don't.
True.
Sometimes some people are just used to. They'll say, "Wait, let the food get old in the market. I can buy second hand."
You don't
Because
really
the
blame
economy
them.
is hard. So
Yeah.
buying new things are actually like a luxury. You understand? For people who are practical, people who are being real and making decent money, hard for them to actually get stuff. When
But
you
you
buy
have to be really
phone that was
careful.
5,000 before is now 15,000. Phone that used to be now 40,000. So
True.
you don't expect someone whose salary is 20,000 to be able to afford to buy a brand new phone. So sometimes you don't blame people also for falling into this situation. But back to you, Anna. Does the person have any legal rights to take action?
Less of a person. Need to
I want to
know.
find out about your shoe. Were you able to take action? I'm coming first. I'll be back. I have a call. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Who am I speaking with? What's your name?
Thank you. My name is Augustine.
Okay, where are you calling from, sir? So tell me about it. Tell me about your worst experience ever when it comes to hand me down.
I
Customer. Customer, how now? Okay, you get value every time.
You're lucky
Hey!
then. Favor you.
Okay, now, wow. I need to know that contact.
Very lucky.
You're very lucky with Second Hand Nigeria Limited. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. The doctor. It's the same doctor that spoke on Health is Life.
They did not allow it.
Sir, I allowed him to talk. Hello, can you hear me? He's the same doctor. If you listen to the radio, he's the same doctor that came on my show. He's the same doctor that Dr. Mba that spoke on the program. Health is Life. So he spoke on the program. But thank you for calling all the same. All right, I think he didn't really listen to the program. He came on earlier and spoke about all that, but we are talking about the Prosumer Forum. Today's topic is basically talking about second-hand goods, second-hand deals. All right, I was talking about. You said we're entitled to. I can't even say it. I can't say it with a straight face. You know, you said we're entitled to legal rights. Were you? What action did you take as a at that time as a barrister in the making? What action did you take when your shoe split into two?
Back to
Get it back.
point. Sure, she bought it from. I had an understanding. It's my of the stubborn. Like they even had better rights than he does have. That case.
That's a sad thing, though. Barrister. Sometimes, not all the time, you have where you're at your rights and you go to the market, go to place where that person is, that store where you bought that, and they have like an association, have a group of friends that are around there, and they come up and gang up on you and make you look like the bad guy. I remember it wasn't a second-hand product. Carrying my guy broke, said we should share blame. I was trying to fix.
Buy your stuff or taking. So you have to be got that. They had a couple of people coming to him begging him. At the end of the day, he's having all come together to even. So
Right.
you need to be very selfish.
Banana, I will sell you
Your
anything,
money is
any of my
involved.
second-hand product. I will never sell to you because the way your eye is turning like this, that right before I end up in prison because of shoe or because of top. Wahala. Eh? But anyway, love, thank you so much for being in the video. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
I'm
Your
grateful.
presence today. Fun.
Very much.
All right, guys, I can still see that people are trying to call us, but the show is about to round up. Don't worry, I'll be back. Same place, same time tomorrow with another exciting topic. It's 5:56 p.m. Your girl Sophie on your dial. Human Rights Radio 101.1. Redefining broadcast. Whatever concerns you, our passion. Don't worry, you can call in some other time. I'll run up with something to just your minds. As